There is absolutely no mistaking that this dude is absolutely massive. But there's also no mistaking that this is not really good for him. He is doing an incline chest press, which you're inherently doing this to train the upper chest. There's no other reason you would be in an incline. If you didn't know already, the upper chest main function is shoulder.
Well, actually, if you were to internally rotate your testicles by 14%, you would actually get a lot more chest activation. That's pretty much what I heard, dude. But, you know, jokes aside, in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a clip of a dude giving another guy constructive criticism and just giving my thoughts on it. So without wasting time any further, let's get straight into today's video. So today's video, we're just going to be pretty much talking about science-based lifters, right? And one of the biggest problems in today's community is science-based lifters giving constructive criticism when they themselves don't look the part. And I can see why a lot of people have been shitting on science-based lifters, right? And the thing was, I was usually on the science-based lifters, you know, side, on their POV. Because again, I love science, and I love when there are new studies that are conducted that are like, okay, if you actually were to do this, you could get stronger, essentially get bigger, right? Because you're engaging like your certain muscle groups by 14% or some shit, right? And again, I'm a man of science. I love science. Studies like that, if they're proven and there's a big, huge case group that have responded well to that, then hell yeah, why not, you know, try it out? Like again, one of the biggest science-based lifters I enjoy listening to are like, you know, Jeff Nippard or TNF or maybe even Elijah Mundy. I don't really listen to those guys as much anymore, but again, I enjoy their input on information. But we're going to be talking about science-based lifters who, you know, throughout these random studies and they're criticizing and giving, you know, harsh constructive criticism on dudes who are way bigger than them, way stronger than them, and shitting on their bro lifting, their bro science lifting, right? And as someone who does bench press, right, a good example is like I got a comment the other day of the dude saying, yeah, your chest is E tier, right? Your chest is E tier and bench is, you know, a shitty exercise. Post yourself, right? It's funny, I have fucking videos upon videos of me lifting, me flexing, and again, this is what I'm looking like. This is what I look like in the morning, right, after eating some McDonald's. And I go to your page and it's a blank profile, right? At least post yourself so I can see what you're looking like if you are, in fact, you know, better and bigger than me. How are you going to rate someone and you're too afraid to even be online yourself? You're pathetic, right? You're trash. You're human garbage. Let me just get that out of the way. But again, oh, you can't go to failure on bench press. You can just bring your ego out the door or keep your ego at the door and just do lighter weight. You could easily go to fucking failure. And who cares about going to failure? What matters more is by doing a lot of intensity. But again, I don't even really do bench for hypertrophy. I mean, I do it just for mainly strength, and my chest has responded pretty well to it. And that's kind of why a lot of people are giving so much flack to these science-based lifters is you're giving me constructive criticism or you're criticizing on how the way I work out, but I'm in fact bigger, stronger, and better looking than you. I don't understand that, right? And as you saw in the clip that I had in the intro where he was criticizing him, people were flaming his ass. They were flaming him, look.
But there's also no mistaking that this is not really good for him. He is doing an incline chest press, which you're inherently doing this to train the upper chest. There's no other reason you would be in an incline. If you didn't know already, the upper chest main function is shoulder flexion.
Bro did not look like he had the credentials to give anyone pointers on how to get bigger, right? The dude obviously in the video mogged the shit out of him, and he's obviously strong as fuck, right? And I'm not even trying to shit on the guy. This is just a whole general problem that's been plaguing the gym industry for a while. I'm getting so sick and tired of these science-based lifters talking about some, oh, look at this new like exercise I invented. It's going to target the fucking delts even more, and they're doing some shit like this. I'm pretty sure this one's satire, or for the love of God, I hope so. But honestly, this is what most of them look like. They have some weird contraption set up to a cable, and they're just doing fuck all be all, I guess. Like, if you don't get your ass on some lateral raise machine or just do some fucking dumbbells, stop being a weird motherfucker and trying to become an Einstein and invent something new so you could be, I don't know, him for a week or two. Again, I don't understand it. And a lot of people are shitting on so many old school practices like bench press, like the deadlift, all that. So, oh, there's so much more, you know, better exercises out there. Yeah, but okay. And a lot of people do this just for explicitly for fun and strength, and yet they look better than you. And not only that, a lot of these old school lifters really did nothing but the big three exercises, and they looked fucking amazing, dude. I mean, like, Kevin Levrone was bench pressing 500 before his, like, I think it was 13 days out from his show. And it's Kevin Levrone, right? Fucking titled the uncrowned prince or the uncrowned king for a reason. Dude was fucking huge. So many bodybuilders were using the big three, like so many, compound lifts to help, maximize their gains, their aesthetics. And you think now, just because 30, 40 years in the future, like to present day, these are outdated exercises. Again, I use mainly compound lifts. The only reason why I still have a relatively decent looking six pack is because of my compound lifts, right? Squats, deadlifts, they all engage the core, right? One of the biggest things, cues for doing these compound lifts is to brace your core. And they demand a lot, especially from your obliques. And yeah, my six pack still looks relatively decent. And it's just so annoying and very aggravating just seeing these people stitch other people's videos who are obviously just in better shape. Their aesthetics are way more appealing to look at, and you're trying to give them advice. It's just like, why are you trying to big roast someone when you're the one, in fact, the small person, right? How about you, instead of giving me your science literature, you start doing something that I'm doing, and then we might see who actually benefits, right? I don't know. I just had to make a post about that. These science-based lifters are really out of hand, and they're getting out of control. And this is probably why a lot of people are shitting on them, right? At first, I was like, dude, these science-based lifters really are just getting shitted on. It's like a trend right now. I don't know why. And then I see shit like this, and it's like, okay, I see why. But that's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys science-based lifters, or are you just go in there and do what you got to do and get out of there, right? Because again, science-based lifting is such a weird, concrete term. Because again, what I do based on my workout program, it's all scientifically backed, right? All these exercises are going to get me big. Obviously, there's some exercises that might be better than others, but again, I look good, right? Obviously, we all react differently because just based on your genetics. But as long as you're, training to intensity, you're doing decent exercise selection, you're going to get big, right? So science-based lifters, these dudes are trying to come up with new shit, new inventions, just so they can name it like fucking Keenan Flaps or something like that. And again, are some science-based lifters that are fucking jacked and swole. Like I said earlier, like Jeff Nippard, TNF, Elijah Mundy, Keenan too, like all these other dudes that I no longer care for to watch because it's just not my type of thing. Like I want to lift heavy ass shit while relatively looking decent, right? But aesthetics aren't my main goal. Even though they're not my main goal, I'm bigger than 99% of these fucking science-based lifters. And I don't want you giving me advice on something that you think you're smarter than and you don't look the part. I don't know, that just kind of pisses me off. But let me know what you guys think about this. Make sure to leave down a comment down below and comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys.